Child Protection Committee had asked some young people about how we could involve children and young people themselves in helping to keep themselves safe. And what they said was, well, the leaflets are fine, but not everybody reads them and not everyone takes them in. And there are more modern ways of communication, and also that it would be best to involve the young people themselves. They wanted to be involved.
We all have the right to feel safe all of the time. For the past 5 weeks we have been doing dancing and drama with Artsnet, looking at how we can keep ourselves safe.
Artsnet Safe and Sound is a project which is organised by the Cultural Coordinator team within South Lanarkshire. It's aimed at primaries 5 to 7, and every year the Cultural Coordinators nominate 32 schools who take part in the project.
Safe and Sound is basically an arts-related project that centres around child protection. So it's allowing children to learn about different ways in which they can keep themselves safe and sound, but learning it through the mediums of dance, drama and occasionally music as well.
The children are actually empowered themselves. They're the ones that are recognising their own feelings, and they're the ones that are thinking of situations that could be unsafe for them and what they could do in those situations.
We have 4 tutors working on the project, and each school who participates gets a 5-week block, and 2 tutors go into each school.
Today is actually week 5 of the outreach project here at Burgh Primary. Today the children will be sharing the work that they've been learning over the last 5 weeks with their parents and with other children from other classes in the school.
During the project we created a character called Archie. He is our friend that helps us to talk about how we feel.
The children will use Archie as a character to test out unknown situations, and they will discuss what Archie would do in that situation for the best.
I'm not sure I want to do this, but I said I'll do it for money for charity, so I'll have to. Okay. How long until we drop? You can jump now. Okay.
They've looked at Fun to Feel Scared, which can include such scenes as roller coaster rides, ghost trains, that kind of thing. They've looked at Risking for a Reason, which is another way of being scared with them kind of not being quite so sure about it, but doing it for a good reason. For example, doing something for charity, but maybe being a wee bit scared about it. But these are 2 situations where they can feel okay to be scared. They then look at unsafe situations. They might look at stranger danger, bullying. They also then move on to talking about internet safety and how it's important not to give out too much information, to keep their profiles private.
Someone's just added me in MSN, I don't know who they are. What
should I
do? What we try to do is allow the children to relate to their own early warning signs.
If you feel scared, our body gives us an early warning sign. These can tell us that we may be feeling scared. Heart pumping fast, butterflies and tummies, crying.
If they feel unsafe and their bodies tell them they feel unsafe, we ask them to think about who they would go to talk to for help. We ask them to think about who their support network is.
We learnt about what our support network is. The hand is family, friends, teachers, other adults we can trust in helplines.
The project has been recognised by the Care Accolades in Scotland as being a really good way of helping children feel safe, and also HMIE, Her Majesty's Inspectorate, have recognised it as an example of good practice.
Safe and Sound is a very important project because it does teach children about being safe, feeling safe, who to speak to when they feel unsafe, and how to identify that they actually are unsafe. And this project certainly gives them the tools in order to do that and process these feelings.
It's now been going for a few years, and we've had to update it because there are other threats and dangers that have appeared, and actually I think people have become more aware of in relation to, for instance, internet safety. And so we've updated the material so that children are kept up to date in their thinking as well, and indeed their parents and the teachers too.
I have learned a lot about
different situations and how to learn be safe in them. Like, I've learned a lot about the computer stuff. I didn't really know that if you gave personal information on Bebo pages, Facebook pages and all the chat rooms, I didn't really know that it would make us that vulnerable, and it was just that dangerous basically for kids like me.
I think everyone thoroughly enjoyed the Artsnet sharing this afternoon, the parents and friends, the younger pupils and the teachers working with professionals to get the message across.
Really thoroughly enjoyed it. I actually switched a day off to come to it because my daughter's been talking about it so much. She spoke about Archie a couple of times, and sometimes I'm like, who's Archie? And then she actually sat down and explained to me who Archie was and what it was all about. And even I was a wee bit intrigued at what she was learning. So every time she came out on a Wednesday, it was like, what did you learn today?
I think every school should have the opportunity to work with Artsnet to get the safety message across to all pupils in a fun and active way.
Yeah, I thought it was fun, it was enjoyable, and you were learning as well as having fun. So that's the good thing about it.